Royal family. I'm back. Welcome to another episode of the WTF show, the Saturday edition. Happy Saturday. Happy day after Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day candy is 50% off. Okay. So thank you for clicking on the video. Hopefully you guys have read the title. Got a couple of hot topics that I want to bring to you for us to discuss. Quick announcement. Everybody who joined the Morning Boogie live morning show this morning, thank you, thank you, thank you. We had a blast. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, every Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday in the morning, I go live, audio only, and we just, have a good time. So thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting the platform. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a returning Royal family member, you know how this thing goes. All right, so let's get into it. First up on the list, right? The stripper who fell 2 stories from a pole. She had her jaw wired shut. Did you guys hear about this? Wow, she was performing at a strip club and she fell from the pole. She went all the way up on a 15-foot stripper pole and she fell down. I did see the video. She fell and she continued to twerk for a few seconds, but she suffered some serious injuries. She had to have jaw surgery. Her jaw's wired shut. She's unable to talk. I think she's fine now because wasn't she recently on somebody's show? Whatever. At the time that I prepared this information, it wasn't so. So bear with me, Royal family. So she posted a picture recently on Instagram from her hospital bed with a thumbs up. I'll put the picture up. And she included a message about her current situation. So she says, "Today has been a very long day. My surgery went well. My jaw is currently wired shut. So please refrain from calling me as of right now and bear with me on replies because my phone hasn't stopped blowing up." I was really nervous as this started blowing up because people are cruel and this is a very sensitive time for me. It's a shame that you have to tell people, hey, can you not call me? I got my mouth wired shut. Really? Anyway, she goes on to say, but I never imagined so many people would stand behind me in a situation like this, and that has outweighed all of the negativity by far. So her friends did set up a GoFundMe account for her to take care of her medical bills, saying that the club and her insurance will not cover most of her medical expenses. She also said that there were fraudulent fundraisers going on, so people are setting up other accounts in her name. They were. So she kind of posted online like, hey, giving you a heads up and a warning. But the strip club says that they are not responsible. So they're taking no responsibility because the CEO said that they did not tell her to climb up on that pole. Wow. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's true. They didn't. But ouch. Like, you couldn't be a little bit more sensitive to the situation? I don't know. Maybe they're not happy about all the negative press that they're getting. So the club said that this was an accident and they are not planning on removing these stripper poles because of this. So they're keeping that 15-foot pole in the club. And the CEO of the management company that actually owns the club says the club is looking into helping her financially. But he says that the woman should basically worry about her health first and money second. He gave a statement. Like to hear it? Here it go. The dancers choose their own routines, and as a company, they exercise no control. We exercise no control over a dancer's art form. So if they fall, it's on them. Wow. I guess his compassion cup has been emptied. And I definitely get what they are saying from a business standpoint, but Jesus, where's the love? Like, where's the compassion? The dancers really are the ones that bring in the people who are willing to spend the money, right? So, I mean, I don't know. No employee appreciation, none whatsoever. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised at all. Again, it's business. So from a business standpoint, yes, the dancers are responsible for their own routines. And no, it's obviously not a requirement for you to climb up on a 15-foot pole. It was an accident. I mean, they said that they're going to try to help her out financially, hopefully so. Plus, she had the GoFundMe fundraiser. So I think she is okay now. If you guys have an update and you're aware, post it in the chat, post it in the comments, and let me know. I think I could have sworn I seen something where she was recently on a talk show or something like that. She got her teeth redone, and she's thinking about changing professions. She's thinking about like leaving the exotic dancing fields and doing something else. So I don't know. I guess it just didn't work out in her favor when she tried to do that thing. But yeah, if you guys have updates, let me know. Like I said, I prepared this earlier in the week, so I'm sure the story has changed. But what do you think about the club not taking financial responsibility, even though they offered to help with her medical expenses? That's what they say. They could just be doing that, to look good in the press. But what do you think? Do you think that the club should be able to assist? Is the club responsible? And also, what kind of insurance does she have that doesn't cover any of her medical expenses? Probably because, that's sad. Moving along, up next, Romeo Miller, Master P's boy, Percy's son. Romeo Miller quits growing up hip hop, and he is basically tired of the fake storyline. So the Jasmine brand was the one that broke the story, and Media Takeout actually confirmed it. So Romeo, we all know who he is, Romeo Miller. They're forcing this this relationship on us as viewers. If you watch Growing Up Hip Hop LA, if you have watched over the years, they just. It's always like between Romeo and Bow Wow, like Angela's caught up in this like love triangle, with these two. So I guess Romeo Miller is tired of it. He has been on the show since the show started back in 2016 on WeTV. Make sure you have your notifications on because that review will be coming up. So so for the first few seasons, well, for several seasons, the storyline pretty much revolved around him and Angela. Either are they going to be together? Are they not going to be together? Are they messing around? Or are they not? Does he like her? Does she like him? So this potential romance, game that they were playing, it's gotten old apparently. So Angela and Romeo right now, they're not flirting. They're not even talking. They're not even friends. If you guys are keeping up with this season, we haven't seen Romeo for a while, but for some reason they cannot stop mentioning this man's name. He was in the first few episodes, and then after his little going away party, we haven't seen him. But every episode, somebody's bringing up Rome. So Romeo's place on the show, he says, is starting to feel a little forced. Like I said, us as the viewers, we can see that. So the website is reporting that, or multiple websites are reporting that Romeo has had enough. He's had enough. And he has notified producers that he is quitting the show. Again, according to the Jasmine brand, Romeo and the production crew had been at odds. Romeo nor his father, Percy, Master P, would never go against their morals for money for any network. This is what the insider is saying to different media outlets. So he hasn't been on much of this season, and he's pretty much focusing on his many businesses, his career, and his love life with his new girlfriend. So Romeo has nothing. It's been reported that Romeo has nothing against the cast. They're just growing apart, and he'd rather explore the truth, not a fake love triangle that the network is dragging out. Bravo. I totally saw this coming, and quite frankly, being a viewer of this season of Growing Up Hip Hop, I started to think like, okay, Romeo, I think I said this in one of my reviews, Romeo probably quit the show. And now they have to kind of scramble for a new storyline. And yeah, I think he's outgrown this little plot line. He made it very clear in the very beginning of this season that he is focused on doing other things. And Master P doesn't want Romeo wrapped up in any type of drama. They have a multi-million-dollar business. He has an empire. Master P doesn't strike me as the type of father that will allow Romeo to play games, handle your business. You want something for yourself. You work hard for it. Don't get caught up in this foolishness. I am totally here for it. So bravo to you, Romeo. I am glad that, I'm glad that he knows when it's time to walk away. And it's time. the storyline, the exploitation of him and Angela's friendship, making us think that it's a romance. And it's just old now. It's totally, totally old. So I'm glad that he took the time to say, you know what? I got other things going on. I'm out. Good for him. Speaking of quitting, Nene Leakes, honey. Nene Leakes is on another WTF show, and I am not mad about it. I like Nene. So this is according to Media Takeout, along with some other outlets that I forgot to write down, but it's okay. I think Radar Online was another one. So it's being said that her salary has been cut by $240,000 after being missing from being cut from several episodes. Now, if you are keeping up with this season of RHOA, we do know that Nene was suspended for either 2 or 3 episodes, right? So it's like, okay. Then we noticed that we didn't see Nene on the last episode, the one that recently aired. And it's just like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, what is really going on? So Nene says that she feels that she's being targeted by the show producers. We've been seeing that, sis. And she is intentionally cut out of, she was intentionally cut out of 2 episodes, losing $120,000 per episode. This is what an insider told Radar Online. She has not appeared on a total of 4 episodes so far, but she was paid for the first 2, according to the source. So Nene's salary over at Bravo is reported to be worth close to $3 million per season. But in order to receive all of her money, she has to be included in every episode. So you see how they're playing. Of course, Bravo knows that. Listen, I really wish, I've been saying this in just about every review. Thank you for those of you who watch my Housewives review. It is time for Nene to go, and I think that she should leave and not let these people fire her. And it's like they playing her. You know, I guess they're tired of her or whatever, but it's just like, Nene girl, don't let them play you, you know, but whatever. Nene wasn't invited to BravoCon, and it's being reported that because they wanted Kenya there and they didn't want to fight. So she pretty much feels like they're doing her dirty. We see it, Nene, and she's very frustrated. Now, I did report recently that Nene hired Lisa Bloom, who is a famous attorney. I think her law firm is out in California or something like that. But I'm wondering if she might be trying to get out of her contract with Bravo because, as I said several times, she does have what's known as a no-compete clause. All of the housewives do. And with her that's in her contract at Bravo. So basically what that means is if she prematurely quits the show, like if she quits the show and they don't let her out her contract, she decides to quit, she cannot film on any other network. She can't create any other shows with any other network. She can't even get a show on Bravo without written consent from Bravo executives. So that's going to be... Now, I wonder if they fire her, right? Like, let's say they fire her. I wonder if that will void out the no-compete clause. But then again, Nene's pride, she doesn't want it being reported that they fired her from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, that's not gonna sit well. But if it means that it can void out that no-compete clause, Nene, you might have to eat that one. So you can move on freely, take you and your peach elsewhere, and create a new show. You know how many other networks would be glad to have you on board? This all could be a boost for the ratings too, like for the show. This all could be like fake. You understand? This whole firing, hiring, is she staying, is she quitting, just to boost ratings for the show. Because no shade, but Nene doesn't really have she doesn't really have a major storyline thus far in the season, right? Like, yeah, you know, that fight that she had with Kenya and her and Cynthia not talking. Yeah, but how long is... We'll get bored easily. So she really doesn't have like a strong storyline. So they may be conjuring up all of this stuff for views. I do wish one thing though. I do wish that Nene and Marlo were at that table when that cookie lady showed up. Now that would have been a good scene if Nene was there and Marlo. Moving along. Happy Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you are hitting the like button. All right. Speaking of Black History, Did you guys see this debit card with with Harriet Tubman on the front? It is for a limited time, and the bank is basically saying, hey, we were trying to get people to vote, and this is for a limited time in honor of Harriet Tubman and in honor of Black History Month. So some people are not here for it. Like, some people are not here for it. The bank received, One United Bank, they received lots and lots of criticism. Now, One United Bank is the largest Black-owned bank in the U.S. Again, they faced a lot of criticism this week after they released the Black History Month debit card featuring Harriet Tubman. Now, Harriet Tubman's pose on the card had people a little bit confused because people thought that she was doing the Black Panther film Wakanda Forever salute. But One United Bank's president, Terry Williams, told the Washington Post in an interview that the bank, which was founded, in the 1960s, when many big banks still rejected Black people from their institutions. I had to get that in there because Mr. Williams, who's the president of One United Bank, made it a point to point that out. Like, look, in the 60s, when Black people were not being approved for loans and banks wouldn't give them any money, we created a Black-owned business that gave loans to individuals who were rejected by major institutions. So he made sure that he put that in there in his statement, and I wanted to make sure I read that correctly. He said that he'd been considering for a long time putting Tubman on the debit card, especially, amid all of this talk of Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill. That still hasn't happened, so I guess they figured, all right, well, we wanted to do this anyway, so let's jump on it now. So he says, the card is really an extension of our whole way in which we've been communicating to our community. Black money matters, and social justice is intertwined with building economic wealth. So the bank also explained on their Twitter page that the gesture was meant to represent the sign for love in American Sign Language, not the Wakanda gesture. So they are on record as saying that this is not Harriet Tubman doing the Wakanda Forever pose, but in American Sign Language, this gesture means love. Now, I did send this to a few people when I first saw this, right? Prior to today, I sent it to a few people, and I got feedback that this was ignorant, it was wrong, I just sent it just to see what people's reaction, and only, it's 4 people in particular, only 1 out of the 4 people that I sent this to could articulate their pros and cons of this. Beautifully, might I add. So I know you're watching. Thanks, sir. I just want to know what y'all think about this. I really do. Is this offensive to you? If so, why? Do you think this is a good thing? If so, why? Please keep it respectful as always. You guys don't have to agree with Harriet Tubman being on a Visa debit card, doing the sign language, the American Sign Language symbol for love, which can be easily mistaken for Wakanda Forever. I totally get it, but just be respectful. So like I said, I sent this to 4 people. Only 1 person was able to articulate their pros and cons of the situation. Everyone else just said, this is ignorant, this is wrong, this is stupid, and wasn't able to elaborate why. So I like to hear people's opinions respectfully. So let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. All right, and again, keep it respectful, please. Thanks. All right, moving along. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan was trending on Twitter the other day. And I listen, I got a little nervous, and I thought that she was called home to glory. To Jesus. But Chaka is alive and well. No, seriously, I saw her trending on Twitter, and I freaked out. I was like, no, oh God, not Chaka. It actually, what it was is that she was on The Masked Singer. I don't watch that show. So she was actually voted off of the Masked Singer. So that's why she was trending. I really was shook because 2020 has been ruthless so far, okay? So Chaka is alive and well, but I really freaked out when I saw her trending because I was like, oh God, not Chaka. Dude, Jesus. Moving along to another queen, Miss Michelle Obama. She is going to have a Northern California elementary school named after her. So this was a report that I read on CNN's website. So in a unanimous vote, the West Contra Costa Unified School District Board decided to change the name of Winston Elementary School to Michelle Obama Elementary School. That's got a nice ring to it. Michelle, I go to Michelle Obama Elementary School. I like that. So this idea was first proposed when the PTA sent a letter to the school board. The school board said, so 2 meetings received unanimous support from parents, students, and community leaders. The new name will have also a new school to match. So the elementary school will be rebuilt for the 2020-2021 school year. Of course. Now this is, I didn't even know this. I don't think no, I didn't know. This is the 2nd school in California to be named after the former First Lady, following the Los Angeles Unified School District's Michelle Obama Elementary. So bravo, this is dope. I'm sure the school lunches will be great because you know that Michelle Obama advocates for, you know, a healthy lifestyle and children and things like that, and school lunches being healthy all across the nation. So that's going to be good. That's a good look. Tell me what you guys think about that. Anybody lives in California, you know, is this a good thing? But I would be proud to say that I go to Michelle Obama Elementary School. Okay, that's dope. I hope. Listen, after you name this school after this woman, I hope that the school doesn't just deteriorate and turn into like Eastside High School in the 70s. Okay, shout out to New Jersey. Y'all know I'm from New Jersey. Anyway, moving along. This made me a little bit depressed, y'all. Seriously. The Batman. Okay, you know that there's this new Batman movie coming out called The Batman. And the camera test footage was, well, it wasn't leaked. It was going to be leaked, and the director decided to reveal it. So Robert Pattinson is going to be playing the new Batman. So we got a little sneak peek of the Batman costume. Okay, now this movie is not going to be opening in theaters until June 25th, 2021. I don't like the leather mask. I'm just going to get straight to it. But it does remind me of the old Batman costume. Old Batman. I'm talking about Adam West Batman. You know, like ping, pow, like old Batman. Okay. Shout out to my old heads checking out the video. Now, this is supposed to be a young Batman. It's supposed to be the story of like a younger version of Batman. So maybe they're trying to make it look like one of the older Batman suits. This is what I came up with in my head. I don't like the mask. So hopefully there'll be some revisions made between now and then. But I don't know. This is an early reveal. So again, it might change. But so far, this ain't it. As far as the suit part, I mean, it was cute. You know, he has his little blade like embedded in the suit. For those of you who are wondering why I'm talking about this, I'm a nerd when it comes to stuff like this. I am a Batman girl. You know, I rock with Batman, and I'm very disappointed since Ben Affleck played Batman. I don't like that movie. I think Christian Bale is the best Batman. I think Christian Bale should have continued to play Batman, but he didn't want to be typecast. So he didn't want to be stuck in that role. So I totally get it. But I don't know how I feel about this Pattinson guy. Like, what's he going to sound like? Well, if he's going to be young Batman, then his voice may not have to be so rough. I'm already on the fence, okay? But I am going to watch, Lord willing, if I'm alive, you know? I'm just saying. But I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And I still feel some type of way about that last Batman versus Superman movie. Ben Affleck, for real? For Ben Affleck? Anyway, Royal Family, I'd like to thank you at this time for taking the time to view my video. If you made it to the very end, thank you. Make sure that you are hitting the like button on your way out. Hit the thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed my commentary. Be sure to drop down in the comment section also before you head on out. I definitely will meet you down in the comment section. Please keep all comments respectful. You don't have to agree with any of my opinions or anyone else's. That is totally fine. But please respectfully disagree. I really feel some type of way about that Batman, man. Like, Ben Affleck, though, for real, you just ruined it. And then here comes this Pattinson. Wasn't he in Twilight? He was in Twilight, right? You know, it's not his fault. I'm going to give him a chance. He's just, you know, an actor just trying to work and eat out here. Let me know if you guys seen that little costume reveal. It was like a 1-minute video. I did like the music and like the red background. That was cute. That was cute. But I take Batman seriously. Like, I'm an Adam West girl, you know? That's how far back I go with Batman. So Royal Family, make sure that you have your notifications on because I will be back soon, real soon. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. If you don't have a YouTube home to call your own, subscribe. Make sure you click the bell and select all so you don't miss any of my uploads. We will welcome you here at the Royal Family with open arms. So Royal Family, I'm signing off for now. This concludes another episode of the WTF Show, the Saturday edition. I love you for watching, Royal Family. Until next time, peace.